Today we're going to make a salad with feta and a really nice honey lemon mint vinaigrette, a beautiful fresh mint that grows abundantly in Oregon. We're going to add some radishes and some grapes to that, and I'll tell you a couple ways you could tweak it to use whatever you have. We're going to serve that with some lettuce, or I'm also going to show you that you can easily make some quinoa, which is a great starch to have on hand that you can mix in soups or salads and have a quick meal. I'm going to start the salad with rotisserie chicken, something that you can find at every grocery store. It's quick, it's already cooked, and so then you can just make something fabulous with it. This is the chicken as you buy it. I've taken another chicken and taken all the meat off the bone, and so I have the white meat that I chopped up, and I have the dark meat that I shredded. And then the great thing with getting a chicken that's already cooked is you can use the bones. If you hold on to them, you can just put them in a pot of water with onions, carrots, and make your own stock, and then you'll have that to make a little soup. This is a great salad spinner because not only is it a spinner where you can wash your lettuce and dry it, you can also use the bowl for making salad. So I'm going to start by placing some of the chicken, and then I'm going to put in some green onions, probably 1 or 2 green onions, some beautiful French icicle radishes grown on the island, grapes. If your grapes are small, you don't need to cut them in half, so I didn't cut these in half. If they're large, you might want to take the time to cut them in half. And I have a mixture here of green and red, a little bit of feta cheese, which is really nice. The salty goes well with the sweet of the grapes and the tang of the lemon. And then some fresh mint. And I've just chiffonaded the mint, which is basically cutting it in ribbons. It's really easy if you just stack it, the leaves on top of each other, and slice them. Now I'm going to make a lemon and honey vinaigrette. I like to use jars because you can not only mix them in here, but if you have leftover vinaigrette, you can store it in the jar as well. I like to start my vinaigrettes by adding the salt and the acid because the acid will dissolve the salt. So next is the acid, which is fresh squeezed lemon juice. If you don't have lemon juice, you could use your favorite vinegar. Rice vinegar would be great in this salad. And then I'm going to put the top on, give it a shake, try to dissolve that honey and salt. So now it's good and dissolved. All the honey's dissolved, the salt's dissolved, and I'm going to add the oil. And I like to make my vinaigrettes tangier than most because I like the bright flavor of the lemon. So I'm going to do about a 1-to-2 ratio. 1 part acid, 2 parts oil. Close the jar, give it a good shake. So I'll pour about 1/3 of it on here. I love this salad because you get the saltiness from the feta mixing with the sweetness of the grapes, and then that fresh mint taste. It's so good. So you always want to taste your food, whatever you're cooking, to make sure that the flavors are right and the seasoning is good. This is perfect. It's well dressed. It's got enough salt. It's got lemon. It's got a little sweetness from the honey. It's ready to go. Now I'm going to show you 2 different ways you can serve the salad. One way is to have a nice bed of greens, and if you wanted, you could toss these in a little of the vinaigrette, but I'm just going to pour some over it. I'm going to drizzle them with a little dressing. In this bowl I have some quinoa that I've cooked off, and it cooks in about 15 minutes. It's packed with protein and lots of vitamins and minerals, and it's something that's great to have on hand to add to soups or salads to give them a little more sustenance. So I'm just going to make a bed of quinoa on this plate. And then I'm going to put a little bit of dressing on the quinoa and top each one with some of the salad. Thanks again for joining Trailer Chicks at Island Cove on Sauvie Island. All of these recipes can be found online for quick, healthy, delicious meals.